So what I'm referencing with this story, and I gotta be real quick with it because I'm in New York and we gotta get over to the Stone Age real quick. Is what's going on with Burner and Weedmaps and the platform he's talking about for content creators. So um, Ramon Garcia, what's happening, brother? All right, so real quick, everybody else. See, oh shit, like a bunch of people just came in. All right, so my name is Rico Lamite, founder of Cannabis Global, decentralized media broadcast organization. Where we are one network, many voices. Um, Broadcasters up in the Northeast, Southeast, Midwest, and of course out on the West Coast. Loud noise. Okay, had you guys on my computer. Is this better? Is that better, Ruby? I apologize if there's some loud noise in the background. Is this better? You guys hear me better? I think my iPhone was on top of the fan on my laptop, so I apologize. Okay. All right. Cool. You can catch us every morning on State of Cannabis News Hour on Clubhouse. You can get your daily dose. Me and 11 other thought leaders in the cannabis industry. We debate, argue, show love over the biggest stories in the cannabis universe. And we all get 4 minutes and 20 seconds. So make sure you guys join us. If you have stories you think we should be covering, shoot those out to us. If you think that you have a diametrically opposed uh, thoughts and feelings about what we're talking about, let us know. We're always down for the debate, always down for a broader conversation. And we just want to make sure that everybody has a voice because everybody needs a voice in this cannabis industry. So let's just get into today's story. All right, so today's story, I was very, very, very excited about it. And a little backstory on it. So Burner cryptically put out a tweet and posted on Instagram talking about him and Weedmaps have been cooking up some shit to help out all the content creators that have been kicked off of Facebook, kicked off of Instagram, kicked off of these platforms. And I was like, oh shit! Like if this were to come out a couple of years ago, I wouldn't have been like so positive on it. But the fact that Weedmaps is now a $3.5 billion company, publicly traded, I'm like, yo, they could actually do that shit. So I'm very, very interested. So I've been sitting on the story. Weedmaps has kept their mouth shut about it. Burner hasn't really given out any details either. And then this morning, across the news wires, as I go up and look for my stories every morning, sure enough, Ganjapreneur did yesterday. So let's hop into it. So the name of the story was Weedmaps and Burner launching cannabis-friendly social media site by TG Brandfault. And so, like I said, I've been sitting on this story since last week, and I couldn't wait to cover this as soon as it came out. This morning it dropped, and I actually let go of another story that was very important that I should have covered. More about that in a second. To cover this article. And this directly from the article. It says, Weedmaps and rapper/cannabis entrepreneur Burner are launching a social media platform in response to the deletion of multiple cannabis-friendly accounts from various networks. Cannabis technology company Weedmaps and rapper and cannabis entrepreneur Burner are launching a social media platform on marijuana.com, describing it as the Instagram of marijuana. I was like, ooh, it's like marijuana.com. Where have I heard that before? Before I went down the rabbit hole. I'll tell you in a second. So in a press release, I'm quoting the article right now, verbatim. In a press release, link, Weedmaps and Burner said that in recent months, Meta-owned social media apps, Facebook and Instagram, have deleted cannabis-related accounts for policy violations. Both social networks view cannabis as a drug, the press release says. And the press release says, and many marijuana businesses have lost valuable accounts and followers because of this crackdown. But here's the thing. The press release link leads to an old sourcemagazine.com article from December 2014. It doesn't lead to no new press releases. Articles titled Taylor Gangs, Burner, and Weedmaps.com team up to create marijuana.com. That's where I remembered marijuana.com from. If you guys remember, back in 2015, 2016 early, they actually launched marijuana.com. And it was supposed to be something like they're talking about right now, but it never turned out to be that. It was an educational platform, some shit like that. Now, if you go to marijuana.com, if you type it in, it'll take you right to Weedmaps' website. Weird shit. All right, so when Burner said the same damn thing about getting his account deleted and teaming up with Weedmaps to do the same, all the written material from T.G. Brandfeld, the guy who wrote this article for Entrepreneur, it was just copied and pasted from that same old fucking article. Fake fucking news. Why does it seem Burner and Weed Maps are definitely up to something given their synced post on social media. So let's point out a couple things. I totally forgot that Burner and Weed Maps were saying that they're going to do this 6 years ago, but I'm glad that they brought it up because I was able to connect the dots there. If Burner did this shit before, why are we trusting in him, putting all of our faith in Burner as the cannabis industry's Steve Jobs? He's not a technologist. Much love to Burner, much love to Cookies. I got love them or hate them. Like they've done a lot for the industry, and they have a huge platform, and they're using it for good. So is what it is. He's not a technologist. T.G. Branfeld is not Walt Mossberg. He's not going to be coming out with, oh yeah, we'll have the inside scoop. Like obviously, it's some bullshit. You just copied and pasted this shit. It leads me to my final reflection. Fuck Mark Zuckerberg, man. We shouldn't be in a place as cannabis industry professionals where we have to rely on weed companies to come up with something as an alternative that'll let us do and say shit freely like everybody else can. Speaking as someone who's been banned, who's been kicked off every platform multiple times. All that deplatforming and shadow banning is lame as fucking and needs to stop. I hit up Ganjapreneur, Weed Maps, and Burner for their commenting on this story, and this is a quick update from this morning too, because Weed Maps, I spoke with. I reached out to all of them. Ganjapreneur tried to backtrack on what they were doing. I kind of got into it a little bit with Ganjapreneur on Twitter. You can see that. Go to Ganjapreneur's page. You'll see me and Ganjapreneur going back and forth. They try to deflect this shit. They're putting out fucking fake news. Straight up. Follow those links. If you guys are reading these stories and everything, follow the links. We don't need people doing shit like that. Right? So it's very, very disappointing, because like at this point in time, we have enough eyes on us as an industry. Like, yo, just keep it real, right? Like all of us content creators, like, yeah, Instagram fucking sucks. Yeah, Facebook fucking sucks. We can't do what we want to do. We can't market like how we want to market. So we have to go around the back door, find out what's popping back there. Then shut the back door. We got to find a window. It is what it is. We, as cannabis entrepreneurs, trappers, we will always find a way to get to that bag. But for them to put out false shit like this and to actually put out a news story saying that, oh yeah, we've got the inside scoop on this, it's utter fucking bullshit, right? So where am I here? So in a statement, Burner, the founder and owner of Cookies, cannabis brand, indicated his business accounts had been deleted from Instagram, which he cited as the impetus for cannabis-friendly social network. You follow that link on there, it takes you just to the definition of social network. It's a bunch of fuckery going on there, like straight up. So let's jump into these questions. Would the industry be open to shifting much of their marketing focus to a Weed Maps built Burner-backed social media platform? I think it'll be split. Both Weed Maps and Burners / Cookies, they are polarizing in our industry. A lot of people love them, a lot of people hate them. But that polarization leads to sales. Look what Donald Trump did to America. if you guys need a little motivation to that point. I think it'll be a healthy alternative. I think Facebook and Instagram need an alternative to get them to change their policies on cannabis. Period. They need something else. They need another outlet to just straight up give people what they need, give people what they want, and to have no holds barred, man. Cannabis is federally legal in 17 states. Sorry, it's like I think 17 states, like medical access in 36, 39. And the industry's going in a certain direction. The data is pointing to a certain direction. Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg surely know that. So they need to stop doing what they're doing, and especially the people who are not trying to promote usage, the people who are not trying to put out there, trying to sell shit on the platform. They're getting good information out there. My homegirl Tammy Pettigrew, Cannabis Cutie, she got fucking blocked on all these platforms. All she does is put out good information, educate people, right? Can Occlusive did the same thing. They got fucking banned as well. So it'll be good to see a platform come up and give us the quality that we can rely on with Facebook and Instagram that can give us the access we can. But it'll be a uphill battle, to say the least. With Facebook and Instagram's bottomless cache of data and money, they know what's going on and can probably accurately predict what's coming next for us all. What exactly is their aim with all the account cancellations and shadow banning? I know they're feeling a lot of heat from legislators right now. They're under investigation for multiple things. They just got whistle blown on them. I know they're under a lot of stress right now. I'm not making excuses for them. Number one, but number two, that could be one theory is the fact they're just cracking down on everything and they're trying to be as kid friendly as possible. You can follow the dots on that. I know that their crowd, their constituents are they're dying, like literally and figuratively. Um, there's an older crowd that is drawn to Facebook. When I got on Facebook first in 2005, I want to say 2004. My school was like one of the first 25 when I was at Northwestern, the first 25 to get on there. It was awesome. It was fun. You can like reach across different schools, talk to different girls and shit like that. It was awesome. But when my mom got her first Facebook account, I want to say like in 2012, 2011 or some shit like that, I stopped using it as much. Kids love Snapchat. They love other shit. Kids are not on Facebook. Facebook is not cool. So if they want to cater those communities, they probably have to stop or pull back at least to on a lot of these topics and letting the free flow of information um, uh, with any subject matter that parents might be opposed to. So I know they are trying to cater to a younger crowd, so that might be part of it. And then the other thing is they could be building something themselves. They could be building something in a separate lane just for that community. And right now we're just seeing the process unfold. So those are my best guesses about what's going on there and why they're doing what they're doing. But it's utter bullshit. I won't make excuses for them. Facebook, they know everything about all of us, man. Just fuck those guys. All right, unless they want to sponsor. um, if not any of the mainstream outlets currently available, what would the ideal platform look like for content creators in the cannabis space? So, personally, I think the ability to number one, smoke on camera, the ability to market products and not have to covertly do it. Um, Number three, the ability to you do paid advertisements on it. This is where you get in sticky territory, right? You really can't do that in some states. And the internet, the way it's built, like you don't really have those borders, those boundaries. So you can do a lot of fucked up shit across state lines and from the comfort of your own home. So even though it's a wish list for me, I think that would be awesome if you could actually market your product across state lines, true to form. You don't have to, like, well, this is my brand, blah, 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 blah. It's not cannabis, it's not weed. You don't have to do that. I think that would be ideal so people can actually come out of that green closet that we always talk about. And people don't have to hide the consumption. That's why it's important. And I hope everybody doesn't think I'm like super duper on Weed Maps nuts because I'm not at all. I don't have any ties with Weed Maps. It's just like they're in a lot of stories this week. Because it's earnings season, you see like how much money they're making, how much they're actually doing, and that's why I highly recommended like everybody look at that report that I posted yesterday. That 72-page report, like on the data, all the trends that they do. Weedmaps is the biggest company in the industry, like literally and physically. Literally and metaphorically. They have more information than anybody else does. Period, and that's not going to be changing. So they should be looked at as a macro leader of information. When I say macro, I mean that to a fault, like industry trends, all the big picture stuff, like the small bottom up stuff. You're always gonna get that from the community. There's no substitute to that. You're always gonna get that from the trap. You're always gonna get that from the lifestyle side of the industry. But what WeMaps is doing right now is unprecedented, and they're opening doors for the rest of us. So if the majority of us can get a little past the ego, get a little past like the beef that we had with Weed Maps in the past. You can use them to your advantage. Period. So That's what I got to say about it, and that's why I'm bullish on Weed Maps and what they're doing right now. There's no emotion tied to it at all. It's all logic. You just got to see the big picture. And only two things that matter on a global scale: money and real estate. If you go into business meetings, you go into business opportunities with that mindset, it's about money and real estate. You're probably going to come out a lot better on the other end. And you need to have a fair playing field. So, my ideal platform, hopefully Burner and Weedmaps are doing this. I don't know. Nobody knows, obviously, except for them. But would have free flowing information. You're not going to get kicked off for saying or doing something on camera that you can't do with anything else without weed. Um, you're going to have some guardrails on there, obviously, because we don't need another porn site. Weed porn is like one thing, maybe have a subgenre that's age gated or some shit like that. But you need to have something that's free flowing of education, information. Clubhouse is doing a great job of doing that. You just don't have that video side of it. But I would love to see a platform that you could upload video, you can go live. You have access to a broad swath of people inside and outside of the industry. And people can actually do what they fucking want to do. People can actually create what they want to create, and they can actually put their creations out there into the world. So, no, it sounds all like wishy-washy, altruistic and all that other bullshit. But I feel like the basics there is to be able to smoke weed, listen to great music, and talk shit with your friends. You can smoke weed and talk politics. You can talk about the business side of this industry. You can talk about the wellness side of this industry. You can talk about new cultivars. You can debate on which land race is better than the other. You can do that freely, and you can be sponsored by cannabis companies or by outside companies, and they don't have to fear that tomorrow when you go live or next week when you have a scheduled podcast, you have a scheduled video interview, that it won't get taken down, right? So that's what I think the ideal platform would be for content creators, man. I'd love to hear what you guys think. New York, New Jersey, scream at me if you guys are out here, man. Come out to our launch tonight. Again, my name is Rico Lamitte, the dopest dad in the universe, co-producer and host at State of Cannabis NewsHour. Every morning on Clubhouse, you can get your daily dose. We have 16.7 thousand members on there, averaging 2.7 thousand, 2,700 viewers daily. It's a glitch. It's a glitch. We don't have like that many people in the room every day. We do actually have around like 400 or 500 though. So come on up in there. Tell us what you think. Let us know your thoughts, your feelings, your aspirations, like all that shit. Talk shit. Iron sharpens iron. Let us know. Critique the shit out of me, please. I crave that critique. And let me know, man. Let me know what y'all need, man. What y'all need from the cannabis industry. So I got a question here. All right, so this is from Marky D. Marky D says, if not Weed Maps, who else can actually build something? Because I hate Weed Maps and Burner. All right, so in our industry, I don't know. I don't know if anybody has the clout with both the community with the wellness side, with the lifestyle side, and with the business side. I don't think anybody has the clout that Weed Maps does. So it'll be tough. You can probably replace Burner if you're not a big Burner fan. I think it'll be tougher to find somebody that can actually compete on the level of the big dogs on these social media platforms as Weed Maps. They're $3.5 billion tech platform. So I don't know if you're going to be able to compete with them like on that level. You're going to have I know WeedTube. They're trying to do what they're doing. Big shout out to WeedTube. Big shout out to the cannabis friendly platforms. Clubhouse is the top, I believe. Clubhouse number one. Believe it or not, LinkedIn is number two. They're very cannabis friendly, and Twitter as well. We don't have a lot of people like doing shit on Twitter for some reason, and Twitter is very cannabis friendly also. So like I really don't know anybody else within our industry that would have the cloud and that have the deep enough pockets and the information, the data necessary to really battle an Instagram or a Facebook. And y'all know too many people in this industry. All of you that are tuned in that are in the industry, you guys know there's too much emotion in this shit. It'll take us like 10, 15 years to put something together that we can agree on. So um, I applaud the premature effort of Entrepreneur to get this information out, but you can't be putting out fucking fake news like you are. And I really applaud whatever comes of Burner and Weed Maps. I think we should all be rooting for them and for the success on that because there'll be freedom of speech for all of us in the industry. We don't have to hide behind closed doors and like, oh yeah, you want to hear about weed? Fuck all that shit, man. So, anything else? N4MM United was up. I don't know if that's Roz or Roz's team. Was good. Fitzpatrick's was good. Was good. Was good. Louis 13 OG was happening. I saw Louis 13 the other day, man. Pothead Potluck was happening. Urban Leaf Social. What up? Mary Jane's VA. What up? What up? Ruby, my people, my people, my people. Ramon Garcia, one of the heroes in the industry up in here, was good. Make sure you guys check out Hammerhead pre rolls. Great. See, I can't even say that shit. I'm like looking over my shoulder, see Mark Zuckerberg's behind me. and, but I can't even fucking say that shit. But Hammerhead pre rolls, man, fucking great dip pre rolls, infused shit. If you guys are in California, check those guys out, man. Good shit. Mary Jane's, she's Marissa Manuel. What's happening? Muse and Karma was good. Pramod. I don't know what that says. She says SPR 11 was good. Maurice, Victorious Lee, what up? Jenny Beth Alter Dude. I don't even know what that means, but what up? Big sex weed in my vagina. What's happening? You can like really make your name whatever the fuck you want to make it on YouTube. It's incredible. All right, one more question, and I gotta hop. Got 2 minutes here. All right, big weed in my vagina. Vagina says, "Why are you against weed and cannabis?" And a weed and cannabis platform would be absolutely perfect right now. I'm not against weed and cannabis. I do think right now, because of where we are on the legalization effort and it being such a political football being tossed back and forth from Democrats and the Republicans, is we got to separate church and state there. One of the things that we were actually exploring early on, I'll give you this little, background story with Cannavision, is that we were actually exploring the opportunity of maybe putting our content on OnlyFans. OnlyFans wasn't even created for, sex workers. It just ended up that way. And it is what it is now. But there are platforms like that. So I'm not against, sex and cannabis like at all. But if you're going to have the same clout as a Instagram, as a Facebook, you can't be just putting out fucking porn out there, like right next to people giving out like information on different strains and connecting your DNA, your double helix to your endocannabinoid system. You can't, like, 2 very very different conversations, and it's going to turn off people, especially from outside of the industry, from coming in and fucking with us on a serious level. So I'm not against sex and weed. I love sex. I love weed. Like both of them. Fucking excellent. Promise. All right, what up? Social Cuts, my little brothers in the room. What's good? What's good? What's good? That's all I got for y'all today, man. If you're out in New York, please, please, please come out and fuck with us tonight. I can't wait to see my people over here at Maison Tight. It's in the building. Official launch tonight. MAISONTIATIET. Sorry. Take It Easy Thursday. Out here, New York, Flatiron District. Big shout out to the Stone Age. Big shout out to Happy Monkey. Big shout out to all my people out here. My family out in New York. I went to see you guys. And hey, man, kiss your babies. Love your daddies. Hug your mamas. And life gives you no place else to turn. Just remember, you can always turn the fuck up. I'll see y'all later. I'll be going live from our location out here in New York. And I'll see y'all tomorrow morning on State of Cannabis NewsHour. Peace. I had because fucking Mark Zuckerberg won't let you pipe into Instagram. They won't let you pipe video in there. Like there's a couple of like plugins and shit, but they delete people's accounts if they find you doing that shit. Like straight up. Serious violation, man. Yeah, Ugly Duck. That was like the best one that they had. It was like so clean, and they found out you were using that shit. They fucking delete everything. You delete